Yo, 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 what's up, chat? How's it going? Yo, 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 yo. What's up, what's up, what's up? Sorry, I'm late. Sorry. I had to do a bunch of stuff and whatnot. Sorry, I'm kind of late right now. Give me a second. All right. Let me fix my... Oh. What's up, chat? Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Sorry, right now, I'm trying to like, get things set here. I have bubble tea as well, so yeah, we're gonna be sipping on that today. Shit. Oh my god! I just splashed all over myself. Oh no. Hold on, wait. Okay, we should be fine. God damn it, dude. There we go. Oh, what's up, Emmett? 20-year anniversary of Pokemon Emerald. Oh shit, is it really? Oh shit. Well, I feel like I should probably know that. Happy anniversary to one of my favorite games of all time, Pokemon Emerald. Because that game, for me personally, was just the absolute Pokemon, the absolute perfect game of Pokemon, if I'm being honest with you. Like, Gen 3 will have a special place in my heart, man. Indeed, I feel old. Go Deanna, baby. I could say the same for Latios, you know? So, for some reason, I don't know why I have this issue. But it's like, I'm connected to the internet on my Switch. But for some reason, even if I have my connected LAN adapter on there, it's not connecting to the wired connection. So I'm not quite sure why that's the case. I think it's okay. I tried out a new spot, and I think it's okay. I think it's good. It's not like I would go back there like every single week. Wait, chat, how we doing tonight? It's again, sorry, I was delayed like pretty badly here because when I went to go get boba, I wasn't expecting my dad to tell me to get something at the supermarket. So I was like, oh, all right, fine. And so here I am. Sorry, I gotta figure this thing out. I have to figure this thing out. I don't know why it's like this. I'm just hoping that that shit like actually like reads and whatnot. Just got home from work, nice. I'm right now trying to search for something. I'm trying to, why is it not connecting? I just don't understand. Because I'm not trying to connect to my Wi-Fi. That's one thing I'm trying not to do. This shit is so stupid. Can someone potentially remind me if the Switch 2 is going to have an Ethernet port? I don't remember. Again, sorry I'm late, chat. Because I'm trying to connect my Ethernet cable before we actually get started here. But it really is just not wanting to do that right now. Oh my god, I'm so tired of this shit. Alright, we're gonna turn off the Switch again. So, for the next 2 hours, we will be playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You know what? Let me try something, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this thing off, like, completely. And let's see what happens. I'm gonna turn this off completely. Gonna unplug the LAN adapter. And then see what happens. Hold on, chat. All right, please Switch. Connect to my connect to my LAN adapter already. Like, I had to turn this thing off completely. It's not working. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. If not, then we're just gonna go on Wi-Fi connection. Unfortunately. Be right back also. I need to do a chore. 1 second. All right. Now we back. Sorry, chat. What's up, LCB? How's it going, man? What is up, LCB? You know, I'm gonna search this up. Switch LAN connection issues. Reddit. Let's take a look. Da, 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 da. Good, good. Nice. No one really has this issue. Kind of nuts. What's up, Bloop? Updating my Switch right now. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to connect to the internet via my LAN adapter, and it's just not working. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with this. If it shows up later, then it shows up later. But I'm not gonna bother with this anymore. Alright, let's game! Let's game, let's game! Let's game, chat. Sorry for the massive delay. We are literally like 30 minutes delayed here. Which is kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie. Just kind of nuts. Unacceptable? No, LCB. The thing is, right? I went to go get bubble tea, and then my dad was like, yo, get something at the supermarket. And I'm like, bro. Like, you must give us 30 minutes extra? I don't know about that. We got MAT later. Which is why I'm trying to hurry up here. Alright, let me just try this again, chat. Sorry, I don't want to, like, obviously dox myself, so, like, well, give me a second. Hadn't touched my Switch in months. I got Fortnite updating. No, yeah, I feel like I'm definitely going to use the Switch 2 more often. I feel like. I hope that to be the case, because you know what? You know what? What if it's my just LAN adapter? Maybe it's just too old? Man, that fucking sucks. I just don't want. I might actually have to get a new LAN adapter. Kind of nuts. Here. We got one in stock here on Amazon here. This shit is ridiculous. Like, I don't want to have to buy a fucking LAN adapter, like, right now, but it's just not working. And I know my fucking internet's working. I'm obviously live. New Star Wars season tomorrow, new LAN adapter? No, yeah, because I'm trying to connect to the internet via my wired connection. And it worked earlier, right? It worked earlier, but then it's just not working now, and I just don't understand why. Because I clearly have everything connected. My I feel like if my wired connection was not working, then, you know, I feel like we would have either even bigger issues here, but you know what? Let me try the let me try the side ports instead. What if that's the issue? No way, right? Have you tried switching the USB LAN adapter ports? No, yeah, that's literally what I just did. No cap. I just literally just did that. But if it's not working, Emmett, I'm literally just gonna go buy one like right now. Let me try. I'm gonna search again. But again, if this thing actually the one indicator that I seen with this is that the LAN adapter itself does not look like it's like activating. So I feel like this thing is dead. No cap. Because I feel like if it was a LAN issue, then my internet would not be working, right? Alright, whatever. We're going to worry about this tomorrow. For now, I'm going to buy this LAN adapter and see if it actually is the issue. Dang, bro, this shit not coming until next Monday? Damn! What the hell? Next Monday? Holy shit! No, yeah, there's no way, right? There's got to be one that comes, like, within the next couple of days. There's no way. Okay, I'm seeing a couple here. Do I just go with the basics? Amazon Basics USB? It's not even available. Oh my goodness, you're kidding. You are joking. Better pay for that 1 day shipping? I don't know if I want to. Oh, it's so funny. I just found the USB LAN adapter thingy that I bought apparently June 2018. Damn. Shit. All right, man. There's got to be something cheaper. There's got to be something cheaper. There just has to be. Yeah, it's old. And maybe it's just because it's old. Maybe. Should I just pay for the shipping? Bro, this shit comes next Monday if I just don't. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever, dude. I'm gonna just go ahead and buy it. Fuck it. Whatever. You know what, chat? Can y'all give me like one more second? I'm gonna go check something with my router. Really quickly. Really quickly, alright? I checked. It's not it's not my router because I clearly can see the shit plugged in, all right? So it's clearly not my router. So this might just be an adapter issue. Because it's not usually lighting up as it did. So I think this is an adapter issue. All right, that's fine. That's okay. Let's just deal with it. All right. I apologize very bad. I apologize for the very, very delayed stream today. Very much apologize. If anyone does want to join, obviously just join through my friends list. You already know. I'm so sorry, chat. So sorry. Like I'm low key like no way. Oh no. Oh no, we might be in big trouble, chat. Oh shit. We might actually be in big trouble. Oh boy, if I can't even connect? I can't connect to the thing? No way, right? Let's see. No way. All right. Sorry, chat. We're back now, hopefully. And hopefully this actually works, because oh boy, I'm gonna get pissed off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Man's just so used to LAN connection that Wi-Fi feels like an ancient technology? No. That's literally how it is, though. I just undeafened on Discord, by the way. LCB. Or Emmett. You know? Hello. LAN connection is, like, undefeated, though. Right, LCB?
But is it really?
Yes!
No.
Bro. High key. Okay. I actually have some reasons. Okay? To be fair, my router is all the way downstairs. So the signal up here, is weak. You know? It is weak.
Just get a better Wi-Fi, forehead.
All right. First off, just go wired, okay? Just go wired.
You think I have the cable management capacity to just get a massively long LAN cable?
Yes.
Go from my room to the downstairs router? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Where's that gonna go?
Huh?
Where's it gonna go?
What do you mean, where does it go?
Where's the LAN cable gonna go?
It's gonna go, like, you know, in between, like, behind the tables and shit.
I don't know what fucking tables you think I have that massively long cable.
Look
do you think I have tables that go along down my staircase?
No.
To block the cable?
Well, you know,
do you
the
think
wires...
that we have sideways tables?
The wires just go up the stairs.
Dad, do you think that we have sideways tables here in the UK?
Bro, I'm not talking about no damn sideways tables. I'm talking about...
How are you expecting me to hide a fucking cable?
Bro, don't hide it. It doesn't matter.
I feel like deja vu. I feel like I've had this exact conversation with Tyrell.
No, look. It doesn't matter if the wired connection can be seen. You're just absolutely guaranteed you're going to get good connection through a wired connection.
It matters in a household where there's at least one OCD person who does not like exposed wires just here, there, and everywhere.
Well, goddamn then. Shit. I don't really know then. Oh my god. Callie, where's Callie?
Is that a good old faithful Mount Wario?
It's a Mount Wario, baby.
Damn. We're gonna get like 30 of those in the new Mario Kart.
Well, I don't think Mario Kart World has Mount Wario, right?
No, but the fact that you go from like point A to point B in the Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah, I see. All right, chat.
Tracks 2 through 4.
If anyone does want to play, go ahead and join through my worldwide. So you guys are free to join as much as you like for at least the next hour and a half. It's gonna be a fucking short stream today, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, OCB, how you doing, man? How's it going over there?
I'm good. I'm currently editing a TikTok right now.
Oh, nice. I was doing that earlier.
The hits Sabrina Carpenter track called Juno.
Ooh.
Mainly because there was one person that was in my comments just sort of being quite impatient, waiting and asking for this one song to be put on my account. And I feel like if I don't put it out now, then they're gonna keep asking.
Oh yeah, no, you need to get that out, and then you have to specifically call out the comment in there too, in the video. Maybe.
Yeah, I have to like no.
You might actually have to like insert the comment that kept saying like, "Please do this."
It's actually a good shout. I'll think about that.
Yeah. Well, okay, actually though, the downside of that, LCB, is that then you would probably have more people asking you for requests, which I don't know if you want to do that.
I've already gotten fucking 3 other people suggesting other songs.
Oh, okay, then maybe not, I guess.
By Charlie, another fucking Sabrina songs from... No, another Charlie song, BTB. B2B, not BTB. I've got a whole fucking new... Doom album set that I want to record.
You're joking, bro. Are you kidding me?
I am not joking.
You're kidding. All right.
Welcome to Mario Kart.
All right. This track always does this to me. Always.
Maybe you need to cool off. Maybe go to the jungle.
Let's go to the jungle. Fuck it. Let's go there. This boba is good, but I think the shop that I always go to is better.
What, is in like the atmosphere or like the people that work there or?
No, the
Or like as in like the actual boba itself.
The actual boba itself. Because I don't know, there's just something about the old shop is just hits different for some reason. I will say though that the tapioca pearls in this specific boba is really good. It's really good. Because there are some times where in the old shop that I always go to, there are some times when the boba is like, you can tell it's stale. So
yeah.
But this feels fresh. It's not like warm, but you can tell it's squishy and whatnot, which is what you want, obviously. Oh my god. You know, it's so funny, LCB, because the whole thing about LAN connection and Wi-Fi connection, it just so happens that there's a big controversy in the Valorant competitive world at the moment.
Oh, what? Really?
Yep. So the gist of it is in Valorant, the VCT, there are 4 international leagues, right? There's Americas, EMEA, China, and Pacific, right? So, this past, what was it? It was not, was it? No, it was...
The most recent season.
No, yeah, we're currently in the, excuse me, we're currently in the stage of, the teams are trying to qualify for the next international tournament, which is the tournament that I'm going to in late June in Toronto, right? And so this incident happened during the last week of the regular season. So throughout the entirety of VCT EMEA, which is held in Berlin, right? A lot of times the matches have ran into tech issues. And sometimes these tech issues can vary from a couple of minutes to potentially 30 minutes or even 45 minutes, right? But this one that happened recently, so you know how in Valorant, right, you play a round, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you tech pause after every single round.
Every round?
Yeah, after every single round, there was a tech pause.
Fucking in between every fucking, and you have like at most 25 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. So it became to the point where all the pro players, so the map happened, but then in the midst of it, they had to postpone. So there were 2 matches that day. We were still in the first map of a best of 3, which is when that tech pause, which is when those tech pauses happened. So imagine, right? It starts like what? 11, so like what? In Berlin, what, 6-hour time difference? So it's like 5 o'clock over there. Imagine your scheduled time for a game supposed to start at 5 o'clock local. They did not finish the first map until probably around like 8 o'clock.
Fucking hell.
For one map! Not a
3 hours?
Remember, this is best of 3. So one map. It finished in it finished in about 2.5 to 3 hours. No cap.
I think I'd quit.
Yeah.
Competitive entirely if that happened to me.
So after they played the first map, they then announced, okay, these tech pauses have persisted too much. We are going to postpone the rest of this game and the second game, which was scheduled for later because of ongoing tech issues.
They didn't think to do that like halfway into the fucking round?
Nope.
Or even like earlier?
Nope.
They didn't think to do that at like what, fucking round 1, round 2?
Nope. And remind you, right, LCB? This has been a persisting thing that has happened throughout the entirety of Stage 1 regular season for VCT EMEA.
Then why are they fucking continuing it on?
I don't know.
If you're a regulatory body and you're like producing qualifiers for like esports teams, surely you would realize that if this is an ongoing problem, then you would want to have it sorted out earlier than later.
Well, you see, here's the thing, though. Riot folks over there are brain dead because, unfortunately, they didn't do anything until one of their most popular pro players in the EMEA circuit called them out. They called them out on Twitter.
They shouldn't have to call them out.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing that just, like, sucks about this entire situation, is because so his name is Durka, right? He's on probably one of the more popular esports teams, Team Vitality. He called out Riot in a tweet that got over like 1 million impressions off of it on Twitter. And then that's when... Oh, okay, no, actually, Durka tweeted this out the day before all these big tech pauses happen during that specific day, where, you know, they the day before they announced like, oh, we're just going to go ahead and postpone it and whatnot. And then the next day, all those tech pauses happen and whatnot. It wasn't until then where they decided, okay, guys, you know, we're rescheduling it, but we also got a bunch of PCs coming in, baby. Yeah, see? We solved the issue. But I'm all like, guys, like, this has been an ongoing, persistent situation for at least the past couple months now. Like, how come we haven't done jack shit about it? How come it had to take multiple folks, including one of your best players in the circuit, Durka, to call you out, and that's when you go ahead and just do something about it? Like, come on, bro. It shouldn't have to be like that. It really shouldn't. So, now, the whole entire thing is, tomorrow, they continue. And so, if there's tech pauses still, oh boy, it's gonna get loud. It's gonna get loud. Because I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to tune in, and then there's just gonna be a bunch of tech pauses. Oh boy, hopefully that's not the case. But apparently the computers that they brought in were pretty good. It's just...
So they claim.
Well, actually, it's pretty good, because they had like 4080s in there. So...
That's just a number to me nowadays. I mean, then again...
Okay, well, basically, it's basically... Okay, so there's actually an ongoing theory, right? So...
Oh, no. More theories?
So, in Valorant, Tens is probably one of the more popular players in the Valorant community. And he called out Riot, I think it was like late 2023 or sometime in 2024, where he was complaining about the PCs in VCT Americas. And they eventually went ahead and brought in new ones and whatnot. There's an ongoing theory that VCT EMEA have computers that are supposed to only run League of Legends. Remember, Riot Games and League of Legends, it has a esports tournament there as well in the same arena. And so folks are like, oh my god, we have shit PCs because it can run League of Legends, not Valorant. Which is actually so crazy to me. And honestly, I could see why people may think that way. But
isn't it the opposite? Because League has like more UI and more graphics. Like, it's more intensive as a situation.
No, actually, no. The
actually less.
A minimum computer can run League of Legends.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah. So which is why people are thinking like, oh, you know, like they didn't bother to upgrade our PCs because they just thought it would be fine because it runs League of Legends all the time. I'm like, oh my god, you might be right.
But surely you would think the tech spec difference is quite stark between an over-the-top sort of map control game that League is compared to an FPS like high frame usage and asset used game that Valorant is.
Look,
you think the difference would be like quite stark enough to realize, oh, the PCs aren't actually like compatible with both games?
I think for me personally, it was just a point of laziness from whoever is running esports over there in Berlin. I just think for me, I just think it comes from there because it was just inexcusable, man. Like, I was watching that live and I'm sitting here working and I'm looking at my TV and I'm just watching the game and I'm watching around and I go back to my computer and then I look again and the arena is filled with red, which indicates there's a tech pause. And I'm like, oh my god, is this game gonna get done or not? And so, yeah, that was a whole that's the whole controversy at the moment with EMEA. And so we will see if we will see if the new PCs actually do something right tomorrow, because they continue the game tomorrow. So yeah, that was something I thought I would bring up.
That's a lot of hubbubaloo. It's the fucking wait. So is it that it's taking place in Berlin still then?
Yeah. So
It's the fucking Germans.
so it's
Goddamn Germans.
So so in terms of like the international leagues, so America's is held in LA all the time. EMEA is always in Berlin. Pacific is always in Seoul, and I think China is just based in Shanghai, I think. So, yeah. Because it was at the point where people were like, man, just do these shits online, man. Just do it online, bro. We can't do this anymore. We got better tech at home anyway.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a really good point, because like at least even though if there's like a partial latency with online connectivities, people actually have better networks.
Yep.
With wireless play.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
whatever
that's
fucking shit that they've done with LAN.
Yeah, that's exactly what a bunch of people started to bring up. And they're like, you know what? Just play these games online, and so we just get this over with, because at this point it's just a lost cause. But
Lolo, this is why you don't need LAN cables going down your staircase and having to hide them with sideways cables.
Okay, but the thing is, it's a computer issue, not a network issue. Actually, I think there were network issues back there. So
it is a network issue. It is a computer issue.
No. It's a mixture of both, all right? It's a mixture of both. Well, again, I'm not Riot Games, okay? I'm not Riot Games. So we have to realize something here. Whatever their infrastructure is with networking and all of that, whoever's in charge of that over there in EMEA needs to get fired, because I swear to God, no other region is having this issue. And I try to keep up with almost every single region. So, oh my God, fuck you, Star. Oh my God, I thought my Star would fucking, oh my God. All right, I got 6th. That's all right. Yeah. So that happened. Who?
Up to there.
You saw the Xbox $80 price increase? You saw that?
I saw it was mentioned. I didn't see the exact prices, as in like what they specifically have increased. Obviously, I'm aware that they've increased both physical, like the units, and the peripheral devices, but I didn't see the actual prices themselves.
Bro. Though the Xbox Series X went up $100, dude.
Oof.
Insane.
Oh, I'm looking at them right now. I mean, again, that's just a situation of there's a lot of factors that have gone into like why they've decided to do that.
Yep.
And there's not, I mean, there is like a few right answers, but there's also like not like one definitive answer as to why these prices have gone up. People can speculate, oh, it's because Nintendo's done it. Oh, people can speculate, oh, it's because of inflation. I mean, it could be because of a combination of all of these, to be fair.
Yep.
But, you know, it is what it is. I think it's just a generational situation of prices are higher, but wages are the same, so it makes it seem like they're more expensive.
No, yeah, it's just so like, oh my goodness, it's just so. Yeah, at first it's just gonna be, oh my goodness. Like, I don't even know how they just sell any Xbox Series X's now. I really don't know how. Oh my god, dude. I'm struggling today. Blue shell.
Damn, he's really struggling on Baby Park right now. I mean, to be fair though, in terms of like with Xbox, with Microsoft, at least what do you call it? If they, not that they fail with their hardware side of things, but if they fail, well, not fail's the wrong word, but if they don't succeed up to the margins that they sort of like want in the next couple years, then I can see them, as they've mentioned previously, like they go full like just software based with Game Pass and all of that.
Yeah.
And just keep it all PC based, because like that is quite doable, and then Xbox becomes a competitive market fully against like platforms like Steam and the not the Riot launcher, the fucking what's the other one? Epic Games launcher. That's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Even that's not even like that. Yeah, but I mean, most of them would be competing with Steam anyways, and Steam's got like the PC market like down pat anyways.
Blue says, yeah, I was gonna say Blue has I'm glad the last Xbox I have is the 360. Xbox has no exclusives at all so there's no point in getting one if they don't release their own IPs that they currently own. I feel like though the counterpoint to that is, while Xbox does not have exclusives, they do have Game Pass, which is, if anything, the one thing, or at least a couple of things, it's a very little list, but at least something that they are in the net positive in. Because Game Pass is, like, really good for a lot of people right now. So, yeah, I can see, like, people saying, like, oh, there's, like, no exclusives on the Xbox thing, but think about it. Game Pass is like absolutely popping off, and almost all of these games that are coming out on Xbox anyway, or Xbox Game Pass, or, you know, they're all coming out almost day one, almost every single one of them. Which means you don't have to pay full price for a game, like almost every single time, almost, you know? Like,
and another thing you have to factor in as well is the fact that even if they don't have exclusives, they have quite a lot of like development teams and companies within themselves anyways. So if they don't, like, even if the games sell outside of Xbox, they still get the revenue share because of the fact that if the games do well, then it's well for Xbox as well. Like,
yeah.
For a peak example right now, Doom: The Dark Ages, whilst it is going to be multi-platform as it has always been, its software is an Xbox exclusive company that they bought out years ago.
Oh yeah, Bethesda. Yeah,
Bethesda. Yeah, through through Bethesda.
Through
Microsoft.
id. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And obviously they can with games like Doom, like Halo, they can also, like with Nintendo, where they do like the Legend of Zelda exclusive type merchandise or type material production lines of the games themselves. What the? You got stuck on that bomb. What the hell?
Yeah. Why did that happen? And I literally was like, wait. I'm like, wait a second. That's not supposed to be happening. How come it did not explode? It usually explodes, no?
I think it might be because he was a star, but also had the piranha plant.
What? Man, screw that shit.
The bomb car has invincibility frames now.
That's ridiculous.
No, but so my point being is that like they like, whilst they have their IP and while they have branching out to other platforms, they also have like they can also dedicate exclusive releases. So like the exclusive Xbox Series X Doom: The Dark Ages version console plus controller bundle, and then that, whilst not many people will get the console itself because they may already have it. That for new people who do not have an Xbox, that's still an entry line into getting it if they are big into Doom and they haven't exactly gotten an Xbox Series X yet.
Yep.
So it's a lot of like they're playing a lot of bases, and obviously most of them might not be like as apparently obvious in their success, but you know, at the end of the day, Xbox is owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft is like one of the biggest computing companies anyway on the planet. So if they take a loss, they take a loss, and you know they can afford it. It's like Apple with Apple TV. Apple TV can afford a loss to produce shows like Severance and like Ted Lasso, and they'll still put money into it anyways. And the same with like Nintendo as well. Nintendo had a loss for years with the Wii U, but they still put out like game after game, and like really big like namestate IPs. Well, not IPs, but like actually yeah, IPs like Splatoon. Fucking that came out at like the generational trauma of the Wii U in terms of like the low profit yields that they had.
I'm trying to see how much. Oh my god, I am trying to see how much. How many units sold of the Xbox Series X? I'm trying to figure that out.
I can look it up right now.
I'm very curious. Like very curious. Because I just feel like I don't know. I'm really curious as to how they're going to figure out the next generation. I know it's like, it feels like it's too early to talk about the next generation of consoles, but it's inevitable.
Okay, so this is from VGCharts.com, and they say that in 53 months, the Series X and S has sold 8.38 million units, whilst in that same time period, the Xbox One sold 10.5 million units. I think that's... Yeah, so month 53 for the Xbox Series X and S is March of 2025. So current estimated sales of the X and S is 8.3 million.
Wait, 8.3 million?
Yeah, combined units between the two. The only partial factor as well you have to take into consideration is that the X and S did release in November of 2020, and of course we had the pandemic during that period of time.
Oh no, I was looking for lifetime.
Yeah.
8.3, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. No way.
The Series X and S in a 53-month period, which is from its release up until March of 2025, has sold 8.38 million units, as according to VGCharts.com.
What the fuck?
Oh wait, no, this is... Oh, apologies. This is European statistics.
Oh, it's European statistics. Oh, okay.
Yeah, apologies. I'm only just realizing that.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Because I'm like... I was like, that doesn't sound right. There's no way.
Wikipedia probably has the combined big number.
I'm just trying to see, like...
Wikipedia says 28.3 million.
28.3 million. What about PS5?
PS5 on Wikipedia is stated to have sold 74.9 million.
Wow! Holy
it is currently
shit!
just underneath the 3DS by 1 million.
Holy shit! Wait, damn! Damn.
And in comparison as well, the Nintendo Switch has sold 150 million, 0.86 million units since 2017, and that's combining Switch OLED and Switch Lite units. But yeah, no, comparatively within this generation, the Xbox Series X and S has sold the least, and it's by a large margin.
And with these prices going up, oh my god, it's gonna be so difficult for them. Which is why, like, I'm really curious, chat. I'm really curious as to how they're gonna do the next generation. I mean, there's absolutely no way. There's no way that they're not thinking about the next generation of their home console. Which is why I'm, like, very curious, because if you have only about over 28 million units sold of your Xbox Series X and S, is that it too?
It's both, yeah.
Oh, it's both? Yeah, so...
Wikipedia notes, like, the lifetime sales of all of them. So, you know how with, like, Nintendo Switch, it notes down, like, the combined collective of all of their, like, differing versions. And, what do you call it, with the Game Boy, it notes Game Boy and Game Boy Color because it's within that same generational period. And then the DS would include DS and, I believe, DSi. Might be wrong on DSi.
Oh yeah.
See DSi on here. So yeah, DSi would be underneath DS.
Oh yeah. So if it's like if the Xbox Series X and S has only sold about over 28 million units from 2020, whereas the PS5 has sold over what 74 million was it?
Yeah, just literally just under 75.
While with this price increase as well of over $100, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it's going to be really interesting with how this next generation and how they will handle it, because
yeah,
with the way physical media is looking right now, oh boy.
I want to also note that according to Wikipedia and according to like because with Wikipedia, with the list of best-selling games consoles, it marks it down based off of like the highest to lowest. Xbox Series X is literally just above the original Xbox, as the original Xbox sold 24 million units in its lifetime. So the Xbox Series X and S is only doing slightly better by about 4 million units compared to the original console.
Man. I'm sure that folks who have the Xbox Series X and S, I'm sure they're happy with their console. It's just that, like, when you think about it from that perspective and how it only has sold 28 million units. Man. Like, I know 28 million units sounds like a lot. But when you compare it to the PS5 with 74? Damn. I guess, I don't know. It's just that, like, I think it was like in 2023 where I potentially tried to get an Xbox Series S for Game Pass. That never came to fruition, but man, because the Xbox Series S is now $380 now. A digital only console, by the way. Oh my god, dude. Man, I should have.
I do have to correct myself. The Wikipedia, obviously, it notes down where the source comes from. Xbox's statistics is based off of a review from September of 2024, whereas like the PlayStation is from February of 25. So the Xbox might just be slightly higher than it is stated on Wikipedia, but it's still within the same margins.
So it's probably like 30, maybe. Estimate.
Maybe just under, or maybe just around.
Yeah.
Which would then put it just above the Atari 2600. As the Atari 2600 has sold exactly 30 million, as according to Wikipedia.
It's insane that the PS5 sold this well, especially back when console was released in limited supply from the pandemic. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time now though, you can definitely find an Xbox or a PS5 easily nowadays. So,
question is, does the PlayStation have games? I hear it doesn't have games.
Look, man, I think it has games. Everyone just realizes that everything is just sold also on PC. So look, when I bought my PS5, right? The one driving force was that, and I guess you can definitely think of it for both, is I thought of my PS5 as not only a game system, but also an entertainment system. AKA, I can go ahead and put on fucking YouTube if I wanted to, you know? Same thing if I wanted to put on, like, Netflix or something like that. And then, of course, physical editions for potential collector's editions. For me, personally speaking, Persona 3. I bought the collector's edition physical for PS5, so that was also another thing, I guess. But, man.
I love that back in the day when Xbox released the Xbox One, they had basically the opposite effect, in which they didn't really have much to offer in terms of, I would say they didn't have much to offer in terms of games, but the way that their UI and whole system was designed was more so that it was basically like a games console slash Windows 8 system, and it basically was more of an entertainment system rather than a game system, just from like a cursory look. Because I remember I have a fucking Xbox One, and I remember it looking like you like, where's the games? How do you find, like, not where's, like, how do you find the games, but like it didn't seem like, if you were to compare it to like the PlayStations and Nintendo consoles, it was quite stark of a contrast back then. And obviously they I remember they changed up the actual UI later on, years down the line up, but that was like after the damage was already done to their reputation, but the presentation, and obviously after people realized that Windows 8 does suck.
Yep.
Kind of glad that we live in a generation where we have Windows 10 now.
Yeah, I miss Windows 10.
Oh, you're on 11?
I'm on 11, yeah.
My computer is not compatible for 11.
Oh, that is hilarious. Wow.
Yeah. I thought it would be, but it's not.
Honestly, that's probably for the best. But
This
you
is
do
for the
have to
best?
upgrade, right? You do have to upgrade at some point, right?
Do I?
I thought they said that they were discontinuing it at some point.
No, I mean, I feel like they're discontinuing what do you call it? Like support in terms of like you know, protect like firmware and, you know, data protection support, because obviously they're putting more of their energy into Windows 11. It depends on if services are fully unusable on the 10, but at work we have a computer that runs Windows 8 and that's still working fine for the better most.
Okay.
We only use that as an entertainment system anyways. We only use it for like documents and playing YouTube. We don't really use it for editing because it's not capable of doing that.
Oh, that's fine then. Honestly speaking. Mine's still on 10? Gotcha. No, I think I went to 11 just out of curiosity, and then I never just went back. But I would rather have 10. I would rather have 10 at the moment. This is such a beautiful stage. I like this track.
Oh, I hate it.
You don't like this track?
Because they butchered the original. I love fucking Sky Garden. I grew up on Super Circuit, and I just hate how they babyfied the layout of the track itself in terms of the actual pathway.
Oh, I see.
Saying that though, it was in. I swear it was in
Bruh.
DS as well.
Oh my god. That is so annoying. Also, I'm in your lobby for a while now. No, yeah, I know, Blue. I know. I'm just,
He's a sleeper cell.
No, I'm, you know, when we start talking, you know, we just start talking. So the best... So I'm looking at the million selling game consoles, like, best of, right? And I'm just seeing how, like, Nintendo Switch, 150 million. Nuts. PS5, 74. Xbox... The Xbox One sold 58. It's not bad. But man, the Wii U, though? Shit! 13?
Yeah.
That is
crazy
nuts.
in comparison as well. Yeah.
That is nuts. Oh man, Wii U was a failure for Nintendo. Oh my goodness. They made sure to knock it out of the park with the Switch, man. Holy shit. That is nuts.
It felt weird growing up as well, like having a Wii U. I always thought that like more people, or at least I thought more people had it than actually people did, to be fair. But I guess, what do you call it? I was more focused on myself and actually everyone else around me that actually had it rather than the general public.
It really does feel like more people have a Wii U, you know? Like 13 in a million just feels wrong.
I think it's because of like the communities that we have online that we're more interconnected with the 13 million people that have it rather than like the fucking 8 billion people that's on the planet that don't have it.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I have my Wii U somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
Mine's downstairs.
Honestly, I was gonna say, there's really no reason to open that shit up anymore, right? Like,
yeah, the Wi-Fi is down on it now, unless you
yeah.
homebrew it and then you go on like homebrew servers.
Yeah, but there's really no point in opening that shit up again.
No.
It's kind of nuts. Which is why Nintendo has their home console down for a while now. Like, they can just go ahead and just release a Nintendo Switch 3 at some point.
Imagine if that's like what Nintendo's gonna do for like generations now, where they just produce Switch like 1s, 2s, 3s.
I don't really know how else they would change it though. Like, unless they just go like on brand is how Microsoft and Sony does it right now. But I feel like with the market they have because technically this is a home console, but it's also a tablet. So you can use it on the go. So it's obviously the hybrid model. It's just, I don't really see, as I just keep bumping into things, I just don't see how they could like improve upon it or change it up unless they decide to go the home console way where it's like an Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah.
What's up, Callie? You can join up. Let's go.
I feel like it because obviously we need to like Nintendo's quite big in being the ones to innovate in the home console market. So it's interesting to probably see where they think would be great, like a good element to implement into gaming that then becomes like a mainstay situation in the market.
Yeah,
it's a bit, it's a bit. We don't have the hindsight of that just yet because we're currently still in like Switch 1, Switch 2 era.
I'm really curious as to how this Switch 2 is gonna sell. I'm really curious.
Well, if people have already like sold out on pre-orders, then
Yeah, I know, but I guess they saw how bad the Wii U was, and they saw how successful the Switch was. They knew that if they called it anything else other than a Switch 2, people are just going to be like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, I personally think that Nintendo's just going to be announcing or releasing for at least the next decade or half decade or whatnot. They're probably just going to do like a Nintendo Switch 3, Nintendo Switch 4. Could be very wrong, of course, but I don't really see any point in that dismantling the hybrid model that you have already. So
yeah, because I feel like the hybrid model works for them because obviously Nintendo has had a history of handheld and console gaming, and keeping, obviously, like, if they have all of their departments spread thin again between the two like system variations, then it probably wouldn't yield a lot of like success for them again if they split again. Depends. It might, the market might change in the future where we actually crave a more handheld unit again, and then something that's more just dedicated as a home console unit.
What's up, Adam? No, yeah, that'd be very interesting. But I just feel like the handheld has turned into the phone market.
Yeah.
So
I think Nintendo, you know how like where they released the NES and SNES classics?
yeah,
I feel like then like at some point in the next couple years they could do like a new generation thing of like Game Boys and DSs at some point.
Let's go!
Bringing, you know, the classics, just like bringing the hardware of the old system style, but just brought into like a newer generation of production and life. I don't fucking know. I would sell my mother's soul for a GCN classic, yo. But you get that if you get a Nintendo Switch 2, if you have the expansion pass in your NSO subscription. But that's not exactly GCN Classic. Similar principle, though.
could have got a GameCube too. I don't know about that. Because the GameCube didn't really sell that great either. Everybody, like, I feel like people forget about that. The GameCube did not sell well at all. Oh well. We need another lunchbox. Oh yeah, chat. Speaking of GameCube, that controller about to go on sale soon, guys. Just saying. On my Nintendo store. Oh my god, why is it $65? I just realized that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not a cheap one.
It's not cheap at all, but
and that's first party GameCube controller. That's not Hori. That's not another third party unit seller.
It's made by Nintendo. So man, I feel like
I actually have a GameCube style Nintendo Switch Pro controller that I bought or like got years ago. It literally is just a wireless GameCube controller, but the button and how it operates, it just is like a cloned version of a Pro controller, because obviously they didn't have the system settings for GameCube controller access back when they released it.
Speaking of Pro controllers, is anyone gonna pick up the Switch 2 Pro controller? I'm curious. Anyone? Anyone in chat?
That might be something I asked for fucking Christmas.
I'm thinking about it, man. Thinking about it.
But the thing is, what's the benefits you get from upgrading from the first one to the second one is what you get the new buttons, I guess. You get what do you call it, mic access. You get the ability to plug and play your headphones in, so you can do like the game chat feature. But it just depends on if that's something that you'll be using whilst you're playing Switch 2.
Yeah, honestly, the one thing that really like kind of caught my eye were the new buttons and whatnot. Like, I was very curious about those because they got buttons on the back, and I was like, damn, that shit looked kind of nice. But I don't know, I might potentially. Third place.
But like the Pro model Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X controllers they released.
Wait, you said what?
When the Xbox One at some point they released like a Pro modeled controller where it was quite customizable, where the D-pad became like a circle pad with directions on it, and then they had like not extended but extra buttons on the back of the controller as well in the grip area. The same with the Switch 2 controller. But it was quite expensive, and I don't know if a lot of people. I never saw anyone that had it.
I think I know what you're talking about. Nobody is going to use in-game chat. I stand on business. No, you're right. No one's going to use it. Voice chat and camera, no shot they receive anything more than base level support past maybe year 3. It'll be a Connect. Yeah, I personally agree with that. It's just like, I think the one main criticism I have about the Switch 2 is the fact that if you don't pay for Nintendo Switch Online, that C button does you nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. It's literally just there if you have a Switch 2 and you don't pay for Nintendo Switch Online. It's just there. But even then, you're just going to be talking with people most likely over Discord anyway. So it's like, what's the point? How come
Nintendo's predicting the downfall of Discord, considering that the CEO has changed and it's going to become a public company soon.
Look, man, I see that and I understand that. But unless there is any indication that Discord is going to close, no one's going to be fucking using it.
Oh, yeah, no.
No one's going to be using it. Which is why I'm very curious as to how, like, they will eventually, like, realize that, oh yeah, people are not really using the game chat, bro. So what are we gonna do about the C button here? The issue is, let's say Discord does collapse. People will just move to new Discord. Yeah, pretty much. And whatever that is, I don't know. Whatever that is, or I'm pretty sure there's got to be some people out there that are probably like potentially planning, especially after that CEO change and whatnot.
No, we just go back to TeamSpeak free.
Bro, if we go to TeamSpeak, oh my goodness. Because Skype is shutting down, guys.
Like Skype, yeah.
Skype is shutting down next month, so we can't be doing anything on Skype anymore.
What about fucking, what's it, Microsoft Teams?
I refuse to go to Microsoft Teams for anything game related. No. Actually, do people actually think Discord is going to like be like, I'm not gonna say be ruined, but do people actually think that Discord is gonna like fail with these new changes upcoming?
I don't know. I think it's just the skepticism of it becoming a public company, and they sort of would then become more like profit driven potentially. But they're already profit driven anyways.
Yeah, they already are profit driven anyways. So it's like, no, I have no idea where this energy comes from.
I think it's just people want.
Yeah, I think people just talking. Also, yeah, LCB, I know what that. I forgot what the name was. I think it was like Core something. Forgot.
Wait, what? Oh,
like the controller? Yeah.
I like how I had the tabs open and I fucking closed them as soon as I posted the pictures.
Not gonna lie, the game share screen share thing is legit cool as hell and saves people having to buy a capture card to do that over. Oh, that is a good thing. That is a good thing. I can't agree with that.
It was the Elite. That was the...
Okay, there you go. Nintendo probably took the C button inspiration idea from an old TV show, Knight Rider. Unfortunately, Blue, I'm not quite sure what that means.
I know what I've watched Knight Rider, and in which situation did they fucking take a car and put that on a controller? Also, the car talks and is like is a computer program in the car. The car. Where was the C button in Kit? Where was it, Blue? Because cars have buttons. It's called a fucking radio.
Dude, I might actually post a couple of these videos up on the channel, bro, because I feel like we're talking about a lot of good stuff tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I saw what you call it. I think it was yesterday. I watched your video on your story that you talked about pre-ordering the Switch, and talking about how everyone was, you know, finding the different sites and trying to try everywhere, and people getting it on the one website and the others didn't.
Yep.
I think I was listening to that as I was playing Doom 2.
No, it would basically be like the same format as that. Like if I decided to like dissect our conversation about the Xbox, then it would be something like that. Which is why, chat, look, remember, this is why I keep saying, like, you know, in terms of me coming back to content creation, we can have meaningful discussions about a lot of things, man. Like, oh, like we could just talk about whatever the hell. Talking about the Xbox price increases, and now we're talking about the C button, you know.
That does remind me. What's your opinion of what do you call it? Hori announced the new webcam that they're gonna sell for the Switch 2, where it's like you can plug it into the Switch in handheld modes with the top USB-C plug input.
Whoa, I did not know about that.
Yeah, they announced, they showcased it, I think, last week.
That's kind of interesting. Wow.
Ori.
So if you were like, what? If you were playing on handheld mode, but you would like put the camera somewhere?
Yeah. Wait, this is a. Oh, Nintendo Life. Here we go. Perfect.
That sounds
actually
weird.
Let me link you the article to this.
Yeah, I would need to see it.
Yeah, there's the image for it.
What is this? Let me chat. Let's take a look at this really quick.
I don't know if this is something that is going to release at the same time. Or it potentially might. It's the same time as the Piranha Plant
thing
webcam.
right here?
I don't think it's specified. Yeah. I remember seeing it like on Twitter last week, and then people saying, "Oh, but you can just plug the Piranha Plant camera in, because the Piranha Plant is also just a USB-C cable or a plug that is just inside the pipe. You just put that in the Switch."
Okay, hopefully I didn't dock myself, but I'm pretty sure I'm good. It just said United States.
Fuck, Kit did have a C button. Okay, yeah, you're right, Blue.
Me plugging a charger cable into both the top and bottom USB-C port and watching my Switch 2 catch fire. Oh god, hopefully not. No, yet, guys, we're almost a month away. Pretty much a month away, huh? Damn, it does not feel like it. Damn, dude. That is crazy. Can't wait for it. That week is going to be crazy. I need to actually make sure that I take off. There ain't no way.
Yeah, it's specifying here with this this handheld webcam, like with the Piranha Plant one, and because it's a Hori production, the quality again would be 480p rather than the 1080p version that the Nintendo licensed one, or the Nintendo official one would be.
480p though. Ooh.
Yeah. But Piranha Plant.
Yeah, but meh. Meh.
Well, I mean, I guess the thing you just have to consider is like the Piranha Plant one is significantly cheaper than like the official licensed Nintendo one.
Yeah.
By like quite a margin, and as well, it can be used as a nice display piece in the home, and it's not fully obtrusive in like whatever setting that you're in. If like you've got other decorative memorabilia in like your area that's of a similar format.
You know, this is gonna sound harsh. But you know how we're talking about the cameras and shit, right? Isn't the only game that is compatible with that is the Super Mario Party Jamboree?
There was another one I think they showcased.
Chat, what was the other one?
Like the first one that they was the main one that they were sort of using as demonstration.
What was the other one? I don't remember.
It might have been Mario Kart World potentially.
Was it Mario Kart World?
I thought it might. I don't know. It might have been Nintendo Switch 2 camera games.
Dang, bro, that man just fell. Shoot. I'm just very curious about how this Switch 2 is gonna sell, man. Like, I feel like, but yeah, Blue said the same thing. Didn't they show off Mario Kart World with the C button?
No, the C button. Yeah, they showed off the C button in terms of using it, but Lolo means like so with Mario Party Jamboree. No, yeah, Mario Party Jamboree. They with the expansion that you get, upgrading it, the upgrade pack going from Switch to Switch 2. There's a specific element where you can use, like it has specific games that incorporates the usage of the webcams in terms of like visibility of who's actually playing, and like there actually is games related to what you like, how you use the webcam itself. Because yeah, I remember there was at least another game that potentially did use like the cameras. I thought it was Mario Kart World that had like the heads up, like follow, like the track following of the person as you're there or something. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look before I fucking pass out.
What I will say is that it's good on Nintendo. Thank God that they did not do any stupid shit to where no other third-party webcams would be compatible with it. That would have been stupid. Very stupid. Hi, Taro.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Chilling, mate. Chilling.
We're just
taking one of my finals.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Alright, we're just having we're just having a couple discussions with chat about Switch 2 right now.
Okay. Remind me.
Yeah, what class?
History. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it was stressful, bro.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, I only had an hour to do it, and it was like.
And it was timed? Oh no.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that sucks.
It literally came down to the last 20 seconds where I was submitting my last answer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dog.
All right, how many questions?
What do you mean?
How many questions? Yeah, how many questions on the test?
Oh, it was 50.
50 multiple choice?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, for an hour? Oh my goodness.
Bro.
Hell no.
Crazy. But we did it. We did it.
Yeah, you did it. But an hour for 50 questions?
Yeah, I was basically doing like a question per minute. It was insane.
Yeah, screw that. Screw that.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm not done. Still have to take my math final. And that'll be
Oh, math. Ugh.
it. Yeah, I know.
I love maths.
Well, I
I
don't.
bet you do it. I bet you. Gotta start
Sorry, Penguin.
studying and whatnot.
Oh,
the
shock
penguin.
dodge. Shock dodge. Third place for the win. Let's go. Yes, sir.
That's the Mario Kart.
What's up?
That's the Mario Kart.
It's going. It's going pretty decently.
Okay.
Speaking of Mario Kart, I did find someone. I found a reaction video of what we was talking about in terms of camera play. So camera play is not embedded into Mario Kart World, but you can use camera play in terms of there'd be a camera track above your character when you're playing Mario Kart World, so it shows your person that would be displayed through the actual camera.
Oh, I
as you're
see.
playing.
Oh, I see it now.
In
Okay.
the same way as how it would be if you were playing Mario Party Jamboree.
Carl, I have a question. We had this
What's up?
discussion earlier, but what are your thoughts about Switch 2's game chat and if people are actually gonna use it?
So for game chat, I think I mean I think it's fine because it would be included in your NSO.
Yep.
If you buy the camera, you just you get access to that. But I guess there are better options out there, obviously like Discord or whatever. But like just having it out there is a net good in my opinion. Doesn't hurt anything. You know?
That's fair.
Yeah. Now,
It's
if it
just
was, like, a separate thing on top of NSO, that's a problem.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Nintendo missed an opportunity to bring back Miiverse back.
Yeah. Mayhaps.
Like, how come they're not bringing that back? It was
I think it's
perfect.
just because of like the regulatory situations of having to like regulate a lot of I'll just say it, fucking profanity, racism.
That's true.
All of that sort of things, and people will find ways of circumventing it and then using it for like malicious intent as well. And they probably noted that during their original experience of using Miiverse, and they probably, like with what's going on with Twitter and like how they've tried to not use the platform as much as possible. They want to sort of like keep everything away from there as much as possible. That's why they now released the Nintendo Today app, or whatever that app was called, where they can like release information directly through that. So that's their own dedicated platform of releasing news rather than having to rely on social media.
Yep.
Because I think social media, or like for Nintendo to generate social media now, is, I don't know, is it relevant? Maybe. Maybe not.
I think relevant. I think there's a point in it being relevant. Yeah.
But I guess they're exploring that more through like game chat and then through like camera play instead of like through social media.
Yeah, because there was this whole thing where folks are starting to. What did I get hit by? What the fuck? Okay, third place anyways. Callie said, my mushrooms got booed frames before I went for the end cut. I got
Oh, that was in the
robbed.
previous track.
Yeah, that was from the previous race. Oh yeah, there's this whole thing where companies are trying, or at least from what I've noticed, folks are trying to like not use Twitter because of obvious reasons. I won't get into that, but for obvious reasons. Like, for example, ESPN, like, I follow a bunch of sports folks, and they've started to basically have their own notification system when news goes out, like, to the second. So, because, unfortunately, Blue Sky does not have a notification system yet on posts, which really sucks. So, yeah. What's up, Sonic fan? How's it going? This will be my last race. I got work in the afternoon. Alright, Blue, no issues. No issues at all. We are playing for at least...
Dude as well.
We are probably playing for like another 40 minutes because I gotta go do stuff with my friends.
Let me write my diary. Dear diary, I had a great day today.
Dear diary, I had a way better day today than yesterday. Thank you.
The end.
The end.
See you tomorrow.
Do you actually keep a journal or something like that, or?
I don't keep a journal. I keep it like I've got a weekly planner which I basically keep as like I note take as to like what I've done in a day. Just so I can just sort of remember what activities I've done or like what work I've done. And I also use it to note down what hours I do with work, so that then when I do my invoices, I can look back at it and then just refer to it.
That's respectful.
Also, it helps with, you know, remembering what I've done in my in the sessions I do at work, because sometimes I forget what we even did like a week or 2 weeks ago, and it's really hard to remember, especially with like everything that goes on in a week and everything. So it's really I keep track, and I've got what do you call it? This one diary I've got is the paper itself is stone paper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm finally trying to have a good race, and now everybody's just here. Okay. That's cool. Oh yeah, Tyrell. Another question.
Huh?
What are your thoughts on the Xbox game price increases?
So my thoughts is I don't really care about Xbox no more.
Fair.
One, when they released their console, they released at a significantly higher price than the PS5, with no like real price drops, as well as also not making games. Like, I know that's a joke if you make like Xbox doesn't have games, but they actually don't have no games. Like, I don't really care. You know, I'm chilling over on the PlayStation side if I'm picking up a console.
No, I was gonna say though, the only thing that they and I said this earlier, but the only thing that they really only got going for them is Game Pass.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Game Pass is actually doing really well right now. But that's really kind of it.
They need to focus. Microsoft needs to focus on Xbox right now. They're doing a lot of other stuff. You know, they need to focus on console.
Oh dang! GameCube controller starting to release, or will be available to order starting next week.
Where?
It's on the My Nintendo Store app. I stole your bomb, shock dodge, and dropped it right in front of you. So that's where it came from. All right. I'll note that. I'm actually having a couple good races here tonight. Like, no joke. I haven't really noticed it, but I've noticed, like, I've been placing pretty decently. It's not like last or like second to last most of the time. Thank God. Fucking. Oh my God. Help! Brother. Also, the Switch 2 dock has a LAN adapter connector, right?
Yeah, it would have it because
Thank fuck. Oh my
either
goodness.
the new base or the OLEDs from this current generation has LAN cable input. I think it's the newer version of the Switch. You know, when they did the revision, I think the revision model has the LAN cable.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is the Switch is so outdated right now. It, like, people need to realize that the Switch is outdated as fuck at the moment.
Oh yeah,
it is so outdated. I don't care what anyone thinks about the Switch 2. The one fact is the fact that the Switch 1 is outdated as fuck at the moment.
but it's crazy as well. Like when the Switch came out in 2017, it was like the most revolutionary type of like console since.
Yeah, that is true.
Outshone the Wii U, but I guess it was comparing itself to the Wii U, which is the problem.
And then all of them damn, and then the competition arose where, you know, we got all the Steam Decks and the Asus ROGs and etc. etc.
The real competition is the fucking Quest 2.
I'm glad oh yeah, that too. I'm glad World is ditching the kart customization. The vehicles can finally stand out. Okay, yeah. I actually don't really... It's not that I didn't care. It's just that, like, I'm kind of indifferent about, like, the whole entire kart customizations thing. It's there. It's there. If it's not there, then I'm not going to really...
Alright, I'm gonna head off. It's 2:15.
Alright, LCB.
I gotta wake up and let the dog out in the morning.
Alright, LCB.
Alright, have a good time on Waluigi Stadium. Chat, treat him well.
All
Tyrell
right.
gave him a lot of shit.
Yup.
Bruh. Okay.
For show.
Alright, have a good one. See you, everyone.
Alright. See ya. Bye, Blue. There's gonna be a VCT America's watch party this Sunday? You're fucking joking, bro. Oh my goodness. I can't go. Oh my god, bro. I am streaming. Can't do it. Can't do it, bro.
Uno.
Unfortunately, Chad, I'm only gonna be alive for like another 30 minutes. But I appreciate you guys watching, regardless of the time length. I was very late today, which is my bad. That is totally my bad. I was late. Not because, I was coming home, and I got some boba, and then my dad was like, yo, can you get this at the supermarket? I'm like, oh my god. And I haven't eaten dinner yet. So...
Boy, hungry.
So yeah, I had to do that, and then, yeah. What were you saying?
I said, speaking of boba tea, I tried matcha for the first time today.
And how was that?
It was good. I really liked it, actually.
Yes, sir. Matcha's the wave.
Yeah. That's Mr. Welcome Down, bro.
Yo, that's Mr. Welcome Down Emmett, bro. Someone I'm gonna lose to next week.
What? What are you talking about, Lola?
He finna walk you down.
No, honestly though, yesterday's game was like so tilting, dude. It was so tilting, and it was honestly not even Marcelo's fault. Like I actually had to say, "Yo, Marcelo, my bad, bro. I was being such a loser, bro, during that game because the whole DC thing. Oh my god, dude! After the second DC, I'm like, bro, we need to get this game done. I don't care how we do it, just get it done. Let's just get it done."
Man.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not play to my best at all. If anything, that was probably my worst performance in the LMFL, period. And so we got to fix that next week. I'm sorry, Emmett, but we got to fix that next week.
maybe in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think in 2 weeks you could fix it.
Yeah, no.
So for some things, change is not always immediate, right, Tyro?
Mm-hmm.
And it takes time. Yup.
Absolutely right.
So it might take. It's probably gonna take you 2 weeks. So you can be held to that,
Bro. If I drop to 2-5 next week, oh my god, my season's over. My season's over, guys. My season's over,
the
bro.
Commissioner.
There ain't no way. My season's over next week, high key.
No. You gotta believe.
No,
Anything
you
can
see,
happen
Emmett. We were in this exact same position last year, bro. Remember?
Wait, what same position?
No. Remember? Last year, I needed to win against you for my playoff hopes to keep alive, but I lost to you badly. Remember that?
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Because of that game that I lost, I was not in the playoffs anymore, and so we're in the exact same position again.
Yeah, but not really exact. I had nothing to lose, and now I have a lot to lose.
That made Emmett 4-1 in the LMFL right now.
I can't believe it either, but I'm here.
Wait, Emmett, have I played you yet?
Huh?
Have I played you yet? I don't think so.
Yes.
I have?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but I know we played each other.
I don't forget that. Crazy. Maybe it's my brain trying to protect.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. Never felt such a intense trauma in life.
Not trauma.
My brain was just like, yeah, that ain't happened, buddy. Go ahead and block that.
Go ahead and delete that.
Oh yeah, nah, bro. That was me with yesterday's game. I'm like, that didn't happen.
Yeah, bro. At least I feel better now. At least that happened. We're right here together, man. Right here together.
Will you face this Saturday? Neptune, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be interesting.
Neptune.
I feel like Xbox really overindulged with this price hike.
Bro, they
Like,
increased it by $100, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screenshot. There was no reason for them to increase that 2TB console from 600 to 730. They was like, ooh, we got the opportunity to raise prices. Let's go stupid on it. And they just that doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Oh my god.
They could have did the exact same thing Nintendo did. Mind you, they kept the price of the console the same. They raised the price of the accessories, and not even by nearly as much as that. Wait, let me make sure I'm not lying. Okay, yeah, they raised their accessories about the same price, but they kept the console price the same. That's the key thing, right?
No, but their accessory shit still went up pretty significantly.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
While Nintendo's only went like $5 to $10.
Yeah. Like Xbox, they making themselves real hard to want right now.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, what? Bro, how are they gonna win with this fucking price hike? They can't.
They're not thinking. They're not thinking.
I don't think it's that they're. I don't think it's that they're not thinking. It's just that I don't know, dude. I have no
All I know
idea.
is- All I know is that's crazy, y'all. The
It
Xbox
is
fans, they got
crazy. It is.
that. Ooh, Nelly. Yeah, doggy.
I'm just trying to think of what else.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Phone just restarted. You
So
ever had
what?
that happen? My phone just restarted on me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's all good, but it happens every once in a while. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Got Mute City in the house. That was my least deserved Hyrule Circuit win of all time. I drove so terribly and got saved by items. Yeah, let's see. That's kind of how it is.
Oh my.
Yo, Tyrell, I got another question for you.
What's up?
So, the Pro Controller. Why did you pre-order it? Like, what was your reasoning behind pre-ordering the Pro Controller?
Well, I knew for one that the Pro Controller was gonna go just as fast as the console. Like I knew as soon as the pre-orders were live, they were gonna be gone. Like you weren't getting them. And then my second reason, yeah, you weren't getting them. My second reason is I prefer to use the Pro Controller for most single player games, or like let's say like platformers and fighting games. I just use the Pro Controller more, honestly. I use and you can have two controllers when you have another person playing with you. They had the grip and you had a Pro Controller.
That's true.
Yeah. Plus the price was pretty enticing. Like the deposit was very small. So I'm like, you know what? You can go ahead.
Go ahead and
How much was the deposit?
Just $5.
Oh, so you basically pay 80 bucks then? When you go pick it up?
Yeah. You good?
Oh, that's not bad, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of like thinking about. I'm thinking about it at the moment. I'm not in a rush. Although when the GameCube controller goes up though next week, I will be getting that.
Wait, the GameCube controller?
The GameCube controller via NSO.
Oh, you got and there's a pre-order for that?
Yeah, next week.
Ooh, I might have to get that.
Oh my god, I fell! No!
Lord!
No! 10th place! Matthew, please let me have this. Oh my god, he has a bullet bill. Oh my god.
And he had the
Bro.
Well, what's going on, man? The king of Mario Kart.
Bro, I got this, man. I got this. That
got it,
Anya
bro.
person is out for my ass, dude.
They want.
You better tee up, bro. You got a month,
Hey.
bro. Better get together.
You gotta tee up.
No, yeah, I gotta fucking take off those days, man. I just realized that. I have to take off.
Yeah, bro.
I might be streaming all day. Oh my.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see.
24-hour stream. You heard that, chat?
No,
Yes,
hell no.
24-hour stream.
Hell no.
Get ready.
Streaming every course in Mario Kart, yes, sir.
Bro, I would be
Even
streaming
the-
Mario Kart online for like eight straight hours. Oh my fucking god, bro.
Yes, sir. You're the king, bro. You love this.
You love this.
Yeah, this is you, bro. Like, it's your life.
I don't know about it being my life.
Well, you're not dedicated to the craft no more, Emmett, man. It's cooked.
All right. Stream
Yeah,
until max VR. Don't stop until then. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, dude. I feel like I do need to do something special, though. Like that Friday. Like when I obviously get the Switch 2 and whatnot, I feel like I have to do something special. Which is why, like, I'm highly considering doing, like, an almost all-day Mario Kart stream.
Hey, man.
I'm considering it. Only considering it.
Yeah. Maybe a special day.
You heard it here first, chat. You heard it here first. I'm considering.
You also heard it here first that he's changing from considering to deciding. Yes.
No, I'm considering still. Still considering.
Oh.
Well, first things first. I actually need to make sure that I get the system on the 6th, though. That's the thing. That's the issue. Because if not, then we'll probably just have to make it maybe a Saturday thing. I don't know.
I know I better walk in that joint. Walk out that joint with a Switch. Bro, I know. And we'll be there at midnight.
Bro, it's gonna be like Christmas. Oh my god.
Sir.
It's gonna be a summer Christmas. No cap.
Yeah, bro, I'm excited. It'll be my first midnight release.
I'm still waiting on Best Buy to see if they're gonna open up some pre-orders again.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I said this before, but if GameStop, or not GameStop, if Best Buy opens up pre-orders again in my area, and they have the option to pick it up on the same day, then I'm most likely gonna cancel my Walmart pre-order, and then just go through Best Buy.
I hope. Yeah, I'm so happy, man. We all got our Switches, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun.
Then when that Donkey Kong come out, bro, I'm about to be donging and konging, bro. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. And that's what you call, right? Donkey Kong.
I think I'm gonna wait until I get my Switch 2 first.
True. Fair enough.
I'm gonna wait. Wait, chat. You guys heard it here first. I'm considering a potential stream where I'm streaming Mario Kart World for like the entirety of the afternoon. You guys heard it here first.
He's doing it.
No, I'm considering it. There is a difference.
He's doing it. Be there. Matter of fact, don't even show it when the stream starts. Be waiting on him.
What the hell?
Bro, I'm just, hey, bro, I'm just getting them ready, bro.
Yeah.
It's about to be a massive Mario Kart stream, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Can't keep the fans waiting.
I can't wait though. That's gonna be so much fun.
Same, bro.
I can't wait.
Same.
We got a month, Tyrell. Emmett, Tyrell,
Yeah,
we
bro.
got a month. All right, we got a month,
Yeah,
basically.
Gotta make some dollars in the next 30 days. 30 days.
Make some dollars.
Yeah, bro. I might just shake it for real.
Whoa,
Bro.
whoa.
Bro.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
I
my
know that.
wallet, bro. Whoa.
Yeah, Emmett, whoa. What are you talking about over there?
Come on, man. What were you thinking?
I thought you were gonna shake a soda bottle and prank somebody.
What?
Oh, yeah, nah, that'd be me.
What?
I used to do that though, but not anymore. I'm a changed man.
Alright. I'm probably gonna do like 2 more races, chat, and then we're gonna go ahead and end it here.
I'm gonna say, Tyro, there are people who just shake soda bottles at convenience stores and just wait for people to buy the first one that they see, and then it's like, oh, well.
That's evil. That's actually evil.
That is really evil, though. Holy shit.
Now you're shaking sodas, huh? I feel like people. Well, no, actually, people wouldn't do it. The soda bottles, like when you buy them, they're already kind of tight. So if you shook it, they were. I think there would be barely a difference.
Hey, Emmett, are you gonna be here tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, Friday. Yeah.
You want to commentate the game with me and with Mac and RBM?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Third place.
See, look at that.
See,
The king
guys?
is getting back.
See, that's what I'm saying, guys. You guys gotta chill out, all right? You guys gotta chill out, right?
Yeah, but all right. For the oh wait, this is the second to last race. You gotta get at least
we're gonna
one
do
win.
we're gonna do 2 more. So we're gonna do this one and then the next one, and then we're done.
All right, you gotta get at least one win.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Cheap. All right, it's all right. It's okay, Callie. We got this, right? We got this. You know, we got this. Hopefully.
Why did I just see Miles Garrett in a yogurt commercial?
What?
Miles
There's
yogurt, bro.
Yeah, it's a Greek yogurt commercial with Miles Garrett in the airport.
Oh, finally. BCTCN resumes tonight. Let's go.
Oh, you're going to Sydney.
Going to Sydney, Australia. I want to go to Australia at some point. I don't know why. I think it'd be. I'm curious about Australia.
Rhea Ripley, anyway.
No. No. What are you talking about?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
You're lucky that not everybody's here.
It's okay. Buddy Matthews can't fight me. It's alright.
Woo!
Man, hold on, dog. Hold on, because we got a problem.
Huh? Yes? We got a problem. Ah! I need better items, man. I need to get better items. Also, one of these days, I need to stream Valorant again. I'm getting that itch.
You got the itch. Well, you are Sen Lawlar.
I am getting that itch, dude. I'm getting that itch to play again. I high-key haven't played because, I've low-key, like, taken a break from it, but also at the same time, the current meta is not that fun. So...
Oh no, not that fun. Uh-oh.
Well, it's not that it's not fun, it's just that, like, I'd rather not deal with it until the nerfs come, and they're finally coming in 2 weeks, so... Yeah. Thank God Riot said something about that, because they need to get those nerfs out of the way so that the people know that it's coming. I wonder how it's gonna do in tournament play though. The fact that that shit is also coming out on mobile eventually, holy shit. No, please. Oh, I got second to last. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, chat. One more race, yeah? One more race to go.
This is the one.
All right, yeah, this is the one. I have to, come on. Come on, bro.
Come on, Lawler, lock in. You gotta get gamer lean.
Me and my friends have fallen all the way back into this Overwatch piss this last week or so. Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
I feel bad.
I really don't. Marvel Rivals got me, bro. Sorry. I refuse to get on Overwatch. I refuse. It's a Blizzard thing. It's a Blizzard thing. And for the final race, we're going to Cheeseland!
Cheeseland? Bro.
I tried Rivals,
Oh,
but
hell
quit
no.
after a few days, because not gonna lie, I'm Open Q's #1 enemy. Oh, God. Much prefer roll Q? Ah, okay, I see. I see what you're saying. Alright, here we go. Final race of the stream. Let's make it a good one.
Come on, Lawler.
I'm gonna try, man. Fuck.
Not you messing up already.
Hey, bro. No, hold on, wait. I'm right behind Callie. Hold on a second.
You're cooking.
Hold on a
Let
second.
him cook.
Eh. What?
Ooh.
No!
Great show.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Hey, I need to get back into Valorant.
6-stack Valor.
No cap. No cap. I kind of miss playing the game. Oh my god.
I'm about to say, when was the last time you played?
I haven't played in a couple months. I'm no cap.
What the heck?
Like I love Valorant, but I have not played in a couple months. I have not played.
That's nuts.
Probably like 2 months from now. Yeah, yeah, it's probably been 2 months, or at least a month and a half, I think. Because I know I haven't played all April. I know that. But it's okay. A little break, you know, just a little break.
A little break?
Yeah, just a little break.
Excuse me.
All right, here we go. Last lap. Here we go. Come on, bruh. Oh my god, no. Come on. Oh, man. No. Oh my god, it's over, bro. It's over.
Oh no, Lawler, no, not like this.
Let me at least try to get a better spot. Okay, hold on, wait a sec. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's alright. That's gonna do it, though. That is gonna do it. That was so bad, right? No, literally, the final race being Cheeseland of all tracks? Oh my god. Alright, but yeah.
Was that off a random?
Yeah, it was off of a random, too.
Oh, hell no.
It's alright.
That's
We go
cool.
again on Sunday. We go again on Sunday, chat. Sunday, we come back to Mario Kart. Nah, I love Cheeseland high key. I just got stupid unlucky with items. I feel that. All right, chat, but we will be back on Sunday. I will be earlier Sunday. I will be earlier. So earlier than 7 o'clock. So we can play some more. But we will be playing more Mario Kart 8 on Sunday. Just a heads up. But I will be earlier than 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Alright, I am going to end stream, so I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ping and... Alright. Alright, chat, that is gonna do it for tonight's stream. Sorry again, it's just so... It was a very short stream, I know. So... I hope you guys can potentially forgive me. I was very late. I'm sorry, chat. Excuse me. Alright. So we are going to raid somebody, and we are actually going to be raiding the person who raided me a couple of streams ago, Chophead52. He is currently streaming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well. So if you are looking to potentially continue to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, please go on over to his stream and show some love, because this person raided me a couple days ago and I have to hit him back with a raid as well. And a follow, because he helped me a lot. So I'm going to make sure to help him.
Is the healthiest poultry.
Alright, chat. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody who watched. Have a great night, everybody. And I'll see you guys Sunday. Peace out, y'all. Bye-bye. 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 Alright, let's rate him. Let's go.